Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. So my trip home last night was a nightmare. I actually didn't get back until close to 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, the Bulls, they continue to run with this, the bullish seasonality. And it's, it's something I said. I said, if you're going to be looking to short, you got to be quick with this. I said, there's going to be setups, but they're going to be quick. And people are just buying every little dip. So the first chart that I'm gonna show you, this is the ES, and this is what I was talking about, where we have this this bearish wedge right here. So this started all the way back in July. And it's been following really these lines. So you can see we're pretty close to it. So if it is going to continue to follow it, then we should find some kind of top right around that 6120 area. And if it's going to come down to the bottom, it's coming down to the 5940. So it'd be about a 150 point drop. And it's something like this, very similar to it. So it could last a day, 2, 3, 4 days. But once we hit the bottom, then we're probably going to come up, and I'm still anticipating that that's going to be a rally that takes us into year end. But I'm open-minded. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen. But here you can see each wave up that we've had here. They've all come with bearish divergences. So this is going to, the piper's going to have to be paid. It may not be paid until sometime in 2025, but, here's another set of divergences right here. So let's take a look at our regular charts and go over what I'm looking at here. So again, here's another wedge right here. We kind of peeked our head through it. I'm not sure if this is it, but what we do know is that we have bearish divergences, very overbought on the RSI as well as the stochastics. We are on a buy signal, and we've been on a buy signal going all the way back until from December. This is December 3rd. What am I talking about? This is a 15-minute chart. But in any case, so yesterday we got this buy signal from 60.47. It's a good 40 points from there. And now let me show you what these blue and red numbers here. They're not wave structures because honestly, I'm not really quite sure where we are in any kind of wave structure. It's everyone that I think is in play gets ignored or gets moved over, and that's the problem with Elliott Wave is that for every wave count there's always an alternative count, and unfortunately, if you try to trade the original and it turns into the an alternative count, then you're underwater. So I look at them towards the end of a move, and right now what I'm looking at is this. So this is not wave structures. I'm just trying to find out where possible tops could be. So these are your extensions. So the blue, this is one starting from here. We have 1, 2, 3, and then these are the extensions. So if it was going to follow it 100%, it would bring us up to the 6101. And now if it goes above that, then we're looking at right around that 6116 area. So these would be your 4 or 5 where it would go. Now, the thing that's interesting is that here's the smaller one. So I did this one from here to here to here, and this gives us our projections. This one is coming from here to here to here, and these are our projections, and they're actually right next to each other. So if we head up, this may be some kind of magnet right around that 6103, 61. Let me make this a little bit. 6107. So these would be the two areas here that would be just natural resistance from from the size of the moves here. So again, if it goes to 100% from the bigger one, that's bringing us at the 6103. If it's following this one and it's going to go to 100%, that's 6107. If it extends up to the 123, then we're looking at the 6120 area. So again, bearish divergences in place. If it's not gonna follow this, then we could be trading within this wedge right here. And if that's the case, then we'd be looking for a move to come somewhere down to the 60-70 area, which is not that big of a drop on it. So it's kind of a small wedge, but it was in play, so I just put it in. But in any case, those are some possible upside targets. Now, if we take a look at the 60-minute chart, again, even with this massive move, this was your biggest, energy move right here. And let's just do the extensions from this, because this looks very cleaner, where I'm going to go 1, 2, 2, 3. So this is going to give us our extensions on this one. So this is a larger one, and let's see where that is. So if we just take this and look, this is 6170. So if it's going to follow this, then this is giving us a projection of 6170. And I'm not counting anything out right now just because the Bulls have this momentum going and it's really, really strong. And you can get away with shorting. You have to be quick and take it day by day. And that's pretty much what we did. So at the open today, we had the gap open. And then from there, this is where I took my first the short position, but that was using the 60, 85, 60, 90. And we got the pullback. I covered, this side of it, made a little bit of profit. Then I moved over to the Russell, which made money. And I also did, just bought a put here. So the original that I put was the 60, like I said, the 60, 85, 60, 90, if you would have held it, you actually would have been underwater for $1.50 on it, so you would have lost money, about 40 cents, nothing major, but we put our stops in, so that wouldn't even have come into play. And plus, like I said, whenever you're on a short position, you got to be quick. And I was telling the room, I left money on the table with say the Russell as well as the S&P on it, but you take profits. You don't, when you take these trades, even though they expire that day, you don't have to hold them the entire day. If you're up 1,000, 2,000, you close the trade, wait for the next setup, and that's it. And that's pretty much what we did today. And as you can see, the one trade that I put out was the Russell that made money. And in the room, because there's some that are just quick trades, and I don't want to put them out into the room because I can get out and then not be able to tell everybody that I'm getting out. And so if it's going to be a quick trade, especially if it's just a let's say a call or a put position, I really don't put them out into the room because those are risky. I try to put the low risk trades out. So the Russell worked out exactly as planned on it. Anybody who held that from the end, they really didn't sweat anything and made a decent amount of money. But we did 39.25 today. This is 72,000 same, but as far as cash in there, we're at 56, 156. So I'm looking at it at 56%. We're up. But in any case, let's get back to the charts. So again, if we're going to be heading up to these levels, just following these, then these are the upside targets. If we're going to go to larger one, then we're looking at a move coming up to the 60.71, 62.50. I don't think we're getting up here within the next 3 weeks. But in any case, these are the numbers you want to keep an eye on. Now, we also, as I showed you with the on the ES, this is the larger wedge here. And you can see we're pretty close to it, 61.12. It would be the top. And again, if we go back and look, this is falling right into these resistance areas. So the Bears, I mean, honestly, they don't really look like they're trying too much. Like any little dip is just getting bid right back up. But here you can see we have bearish divergences. The Bears are going to have to first get it through to 60.75. More importantly, today's low 60.63. If they could do that, then you have your regular moving average support at 60.58, and this is really the important support right here. Until the Bears can take out the 60.53, 60.51, the Bulls are in full control. And if they break, that's when you start looking at lower levels. But right now, just take it day by day. It's the easiest way to trade this market, and it's the safest way. You take whatever position that's getting exaggerated, whether it be to the downside or the upside. You sell some premiums 20, 30 points above it. Once you get a little bit of profit in it, you close it and rinse and repeat. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. We have some economic news coming out tomorrow and Friday that may shake up the markets or give it another spike. We'll have to wait and see. So with that, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.